Hi everyone, I'm Mark and welcome to today's total body workout with a focus on chest and core. For today's workout, most of it's actually done with body weight. You just need a set of light dumbbells for some of the chest work. As always, feel free to take options whenever you need to. And when you're ready, let's get started. So I'm going to start off with a little warm up first. And so when you're ready, just start with a few circles around to the side. Just get moving through the shoulders. Got quite a bit of work into the chest. So you want to get shoulder joints moving. When you're ready, change directions around to the back. Just slowly start to increase the range of movement a little bit. And then from here, when you're ready, just start to alternate one arm over the top, alternating elbows. Get that stretch across chest and shoulders. And so as always, I'll spend a few minutes to start off with some mobility work, get the joints moving, get the heart rate up, get nice and open through the upper body. Good job from here. Relax the arms, alternating knee lifts. Lift and pause for a moment at the top. Let's find your balance. Start to switch on through the core right now. And just notice how when you focus on that alignment through the body, how it helps maintain balance. That stretch through the back of the legs. Good, one more each side. And then take the feet shoulder width apart for body weight squats. So just drop down, pause for a little moment, and then rise up through the feet. And what you want to do here is just start to think about the weight even in the right and the left leg. And then drop down nice and low so we start to get this opening into the hips. Let's take another 3 here. And so obviously as you get more mobile through the hip joints, get warmer through the legs, we can start to drop down a little bit lower. Good, last one, pause at the bottom. And then from here, bring yourself down into a plank position. So take the hands shoulder width apart, feet roughly shoulder width apart as well. Just pause here for a few breaths, so think about switching on through the core. Shoulders stacked over the elbows and the wrists. You just feel like you want to push the floor away a little bit so you get that activation through the middle of the body. And then from here, step one foot to the outside of the hands. So open up into the hip to this sprinter stretch, nice and long through the body. And then bring the hands into the ear. Then just take a little twist and rotation in so the elbow lifts up. Ground down through the supporting arm. The opening into the ribs, come back to the center. Transition through plank position and change sides. So take the other leg forward. Just pause here and sprinter stretch for a few breaths. Open up into the hips. And then from here, bring the hands in, take a little twist and rotation in. Settle here for a few breaths. And then from there, come back to the center. Back into the plank position. Lift the hips nice and high into this pike, like a downward facing dog. Get this stretch into the back of the legs. Alternate one heel down, one heel up, and then switch sides. Good job. And then from here, start to walk the hands in towards the feet. Nice stretch into the back of the legs. Hands up onto the knees, flat back, long spine. Standing all the way up. Shake out the arms and legs, loosen up. Then let's get moving. So before we start, I'm going to show you the first 3 exercises. Then as always, we'll take 3 sets through. So the first set through, learn the exercises. Second set, if you want to add the next level or increase the intensity, you can. And third set, same option. So we're going to start off today with this push-up pyramid. So we start off in push-up position. Hands and feet shoulder width apart. We take 1 push-up and then drop the feet to the side. Reach the arm forward and circle the arm all the way around. So focus on shoulder mobility. Come back to the center. We take 2 push-ups. So we're adding a repetition each time. And then we open out into the other direction. That'll be your first combination. And then from there, what we're going to do is make our way into some sit-ups. So lying down face up. Feet together, roughly a 45-degree angle at the knees. And then lock the hands in together. Keep the thumbs in at the forehead, rolling all the way up until the hands are either side of the knees. You can start with body weight and add an option to add the hand weight for round 2 and 3. And then exercise 3, hollow hold. Extend out through the feet. Lift up through the shoulders. What we want to do here is look for this banana shape. Strong legs, belly in. Start here on round 1. Option to increase for round 2 and 3. So when you're ready, start off in your plank position. We'll get the timer on and we're good to go. So remember, there's 3 rounds through. First set, we learn what's going on. Second and third set, you can then take up the intensity from there. So starting off in push-up position, hands shoulder width, feet shoulder width. 1 push-up first. Open out to the side, circle the arm all the way up and around. Come back, and then we add 1 repetition each time. So you make sure the hands stay shoulder width apart. You want to keep the feet shoulder width apart as well. You can always drop down to the knees for the push-ups anytime you need to. And as you open out to the side, think about stacking the hips, stacking the chest as we open the ribs. Just take your time as you move through the combination. Absolutely no need to rush. Most important aspect is this alignment through the body. Good job. Last set. So as many as you can to finish. Beautiful. All right. Have a little stretch. Roll yourselves over, lying face up into the sit-up. So feet together, knees together, hands in. So you want to maintain this 90-degree angle. When you're ready, slowly roll up and then all the way back down. And so the trick is to maintain this position through the arms. And so what you're doing is you're switching on those muscles over the rib cage, the intercostal muscles. And so as you crunch up, tuck the chin in, get this rounding through the back. Good, 10 seconds to go. Good, last one. All right, perfect. Extend out through the legs. Bring the hands in here beside the body. Palms facing up. Lift the heels, lift the shoulders. And then pause here for 30 seconds. So remember, legs switched on. Belly in. Focus on the breath. And so what you want to do is think about being in a banana shape. So heels and shoulders lifted at the same height. So that's the most important aspect to start off with on the first round. 10 seconds to go. Just focus on the breathing as you pause here. Get nice and deep burning to the core. 3, 2, 1, and stretch. Nice work. All right, take 30 seconds here. A little bit of recovery. Roll around on the floor for a bit. Grab a tiny drink if you need to. And so as you move through these 3 rounds, first set is where you learn everything, which you've done. So then on the second and the third set, choose any options that you need to. So when you're ready, starting off in plank position, stack the shoulders over the wrists, feet nice and wide. You can do the push-up off the knees or the toes. When you're ready, let's go. Start from 1, open out to the side, a nice rotation through the shoulder, adding 1 push-up. Each time you come back to center. And as you open to the side, let's drop the feet out so you go heel to toe. Big stretch up and over. Nice and long through the side body. Quite a challenging combination, this one. And so what we can start to think about, remember is, keep going, is that as we work through these combinations, I like to group together core and chest because it thinks us about, or gets us thinking about working the whole front chain of the body rather than just isolating certain body parts, working everything together. And so when you start to think like that, then you get a lot more engagement into the body. Beautiful. All right, have a little stretch. Roll over into sit-ups. So feet together, Hands in. Lock the elbows in. When you're ready, let's go. Good, keep moving. 20 seconds to go. So what you want to think about is lock the hands in together. And if you push the hands in towards each other, you'll notice that you feel this extra engagement in those muscles over the rib cage. That's what you want to get. So squeeze in, keep the elbows in as well, keep that 90-degree angle at the elbow joint, and you'll get a much better activation as you crunch and round all the way up. Okay, good job. All right. Rest there for a moment. Extend out through the legs. And so what we want to do is lift up through the feet, lift up through the shoulders. Pause here for 30 seconds. Palms facing up. And then there's an option for round 2 and 3 if you want to take it. And all we do is we start to open the arms out to the side. Whoa, quite challenging this one. So as you open the arms out to the side, palms facing up, all you're doing is extending the levers out to the side. Last 10 seconds. And rest. Oh, good job. When you're ready, rolling up, roll over, get ready for third and final set through. And so you'll notice on the third set, where you really start to feel the fatigue. And so the goal now is just to get in as many reps as you can, hold on for as long as you can in each one of those intervals, and give it all you've got on this final set. So starting off, push-up position. Set the hands, set the feet. When you're ready, let's go. One push-up. Open out to the side, big circle through the arms. Think shoulder mobility. Come back to the center. What you do is add 1 rep each time. Let's make sure you maintain this strong plank position. If you start to drop down through the hips, then drop down to kneeling push-up, and then up onto the feet for the side plank. Just move through, take your time. Last 20 seconds. Good, almost there. Beautiful. All right, have a little stretch. Flip over. And so if you want to add a dumbbell for the last round through, then all you need to do is grab the dumbbell. Everything else stays the same. Feet in. When you're ready, go. So you want to maintain that same angle at the elbows. Keep the dumbbell in close to the forehead like you had for the first 2 rounds. But all you do is focus on minimal movement through the arms, so it's all working from your abdominals, pulling you up. 15 seconds. Good, last one. Beautiful. All right, dumbbell out of the way if you had that. And so last round for the hollow hold, if you want to take the arms out to the side, feel free to take that option. Otherwise, stay here. When you're ready, let's go. Hold here 30 seconds on. So remember, it's not so much about the height, it's about squeezing in. If you want to add a little bit more, open the arms out to the side. So the further the arms go away, the longer the levers are. So as you open out, you're taking resistance away from the body. And so the more the resistance moves away from the body, the harder the exercise gets. You got 5 seconds. Hold on. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice work, everyone. Bring the knees into the chest. Release the lower back. Take a few breaths here. Let the heart rate drop down a little bit. And then when you're ready, up onto your feet. Grab a little drink. Moving into round 2. So, second block of work, 3 new exercises. I'll show you what you need to know. And then once again, we'll take 3 sets through. So, first exercise, using your dumbbells, lying down on the floor for a chest fly with a leg extension. So start with the knees up over the hips, dumbbells over the chest. And then as we open out to the side, we extend out through one leg. Alternating legs, arms stay the same. That's exercise number 1. Exercise number 2, we've got this kick through. So start here in a plank position. Like we did in the warm-up phase, we step to the outside of the hands. And then from here, release the inside arm. The first variation is to stay here. Otherwise, the back leg kicks through. Step back, reset. So we step to the outside of the hands, release, kick through, flex the foot, come back to the center, and then exercise number 3, twisting forearm plank. So we give the wrists a break, elbows underneath the shoulders, feet shoulder width apart. Then we drop over to the side, big twist into the core, come back to the center, alternating sides. If you need a variation, you can just hold plank on its own. So when you're ready, let's get started. Put the timer on. Starting off with flies first. So when you're ready, down onto the mat, lying face up. All right, let's start. Open out to the side and then extend out through one leg. And as you extend out through the leg, flex the foot. So what you want to think about is this activation through the whole front chain of the body. So you get that big stretch across chest and shoulders. Switching the quadricep on. Ten seconds to go. Focus on the breathing. So inhale as you open, exhale as you squeeze in. Good job. All right. Rolling up. Move the dumbbells out of the way. So you want to start off in this plank position. Hands shoulder width apart. Step to the outside of the hands, release the inside arm, kick the back leg through, step back into the plank. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alternating sides. Moving at your own pace. And always coming back to this strong plank position. 20 seconds to go. So remember, alternating sides. I'll show you from a bit of a side angle. So we're here. We step to the outside, kick through. Flex the foot, switch on through the quad, come back. So step to the outside, straight through the center, drop the hip down like a squat, step back, reset. Good job. All right, exercise 3, forearm planks. So come on down to the floor, hands under shoulders, or elbows under shoulders, I should say, palms down flat, feet shoulder width apart, and then from here, twist to the side, feet down flat, alternating sides. So we want to think about, imagine you're wringing out a wet towel. So you take the side of the leg, the hip, all the way down to the floor. Big squeeze. Good 10 seconds. And if you need an option, you can just hold forearm plank here in the middle for the whole 30 seconds. 2, 1, and stretch. Good job. All right. Round 1 done. So if you need a drink, grab a drink. Grab the dumbbells, back into the flies. Let's get into round 2. So when you're ready, going down, let's get started. Remember, flex the foot as you extend out through the heel. Focus on the breathing. Inhale to open. Exhale to squeeze in. Also focus on that activation through the whole front of the body. Good, 20 seconds to go. Bring the knees back to this 90-degree angle. So we're going to keep the legs active. Perfect. All right. Dumbbells out of the way, so you've got plenty of room. Starting off in the plank position, and then choose whatever option you want for this kick through. Starting in plank, when you're ready, step to the outside of the hands, release the hand, kick the back leg through. So step, kick, drop the hips down. Remember, flex the foot, drop the hips, engage the core. Always come back to this strong plank position between each repetition as well. And so it's like a deep full range squat as you drop the tailbone down. Last 10 seconds. Gets the heart rate up quite a bit. This core work is no joke, that's for sure. Good, last one. Perfect. All right, have a little stretch. Forearm plank, so we give the wrists a break. 90-degree angle, elbows underneath the shoulders. When you're ready, start here. Set the feet you can hold in place. Otherwise, twist to the side. Hip down, side of the legs down. Good, focus on the breathing. So what you want to feel is right here into the side of the obliques as you twist. You'll feel that quite deep cutting into the side here. That's what you want. So think like you're wringing out a wet towel, literally. Squeeze in, open, squeeze the other way. Yep. Good job. Have a little rest. Grab a drink if you need one. Third and final set through. So once again, this last round pretty much gets us to that point where those exercises are fatigued. And as you can feel, as you can hear from me, heart rate gets up quite a bit with the core work because we're activating and creating a lot of heat into the body. So you'd be surprised how hard you work. All right, let's go third and final set through. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze in. So keep the arms nice and straight. Just remember, on the last round through, there's a chance here that you'll start to fatigue a little bit. And so just take your time, focus on the technique. Rest whenever you need to. Your best off resting for a rep, having a little break, and then joining back in, keeping good technique rather than extending through or pushing through and losing the alignment and technique through the body. 10 seconds. Good job. All right, rolling up. Move the dumbbells out of the way into the kick throughs, starting off in plank. When you're ready, let's go. Step wide, drop the hips down, kick through, flex the foot, step back, reset, drop and kick, And just get in as many controlled reps as you can for the last 30 seconds. Good job. Almost there. Tough one, this one. You need to take the option. You can always just bring it back to step, hold, reset. If you've got lacking hip mobility, then this is how we increase it, just by staying here. Last one. Beautiful. Good job. All right. Whew. Forearm plank to finish off with. When you're ready, let's go. Come on down, palms down. Set the hands. Open out to the side, squeeze, come back to the center. Maybe you want to bring the side of the leg all the way down to the floor. Keep the elbows down. Oh, take your time. 10 seconds. Beautiful. Good job. Have a little stretch. Drop the head down between the shoulders. Stretch into child's pose for a few breaths. And then when you're ready, coming up, grab a sip of water if you need something. Moving into our third and final block through, so well done to keep up so far. So this last block challenges us once again. So as we go through the workout, we're increasing intensity, increasing the challenge, increasing the overall load and effect through the body. So first three exercises, or the last three I should say, plank position. So we've got a rotation under the body. Level 1, bring the knee under, squeeze in, alternating sides. Level 2, what we do is we open out into this plank. So we lift the knee, keep the foot in, lift the hip up. That's the level 2 option. I'll show you the level 3 option as we go through the workout. Let's start off with those first. From there, up onto your feet. I'm going to take this alternating backward stepping lunge. So have the arms out wide. As we step back, we take the hands across the body. Chest and shoulders stay level. Squeeze across, working into the obliques. Level 3, down onto the floor, bicycle crunch. So start with the legs extended, hands behind, elbows out wide. We pivot off the elbow as we crunch across the body. Pivot across, come back to the center. So elbow over, crunching all the way up. All right? So last 3 exercises, I put the timer on. And let's get ourselves moving. So we're going to start off with plank position. We'll start off on level 1, get a feel for that. And then we can add level 2 if you like. You go here for 60 seconds. So start off in plank. Knee under, twist all the way in. Come back to plank position. Alternating sides, so into the obliques. Twist under. Let's get a feel for that. And so you can stay here if you want. Otherwise, next level is knee to elbow. Open out to the side. Come back. Reset. Knee to elbow. Open out to the side. And so as you open to the side, what you want to do is push down through the supporting hand like you're doing a push-up. Push away from the body. Come back to set. So tuck under, push and open, come back and set. So under, push and open, set, 20 seconds. Make sure top leg stays straight. Tuck under, lift the hip, back to center. Good job. Have a little stretch. Take a few breaths. And then from here, slowly make your way up onto your feet. All right, how'd we go with that, huh? Backward stepping lunges, feet hip distance apart, arms out wide, and then when you're ready, let's go alternating sides. So just step at your own pace. Big step backwards. Watch from the side, step across, We'll step back, reach across. So still keeping that focus of moving into the core, but it's getting us moving through the legs. And so we shunt the blood from the upper body to the lower body. So even though the focus is chest and core, we still focus on how we engage and interact with the whole body rather than just always being in isolation. Good, last one. Beautiful. All right, on the floor, bicycle crunch. So extend out through the legs. I like to start with the legs fully extended. Hands in underneath the back of the head, elbows out wide. Pivot off the elbow. And we crunch over to the opposite knee. So you've got one elbow down, other elbow crunched across. 15 seconds. Take your time. Focus on that activation into the core. Good job. All right. Well done. Oh. 2 rounds to go and we're done. So when you're ready, rolling up. Give the wrist a little shake out. That's why we alternate too, so there's only actual 3 exercises where that's wrist loading. The rest of them, we don't. So, starting off in plank. Get yourself set. When you're ready, let's go. So choose whatever level you want, level 1 or level 2. And then I'll let you decide from there how you continue. And if you want to add a 3rd level, have a look and I'll show you what it is. So we twist, we open to the side. And what we do is we add the leg extension, arm reaches up. So think like fallen star in yoga. And as we do, we extend out to the side, reach the arm up, flex the foot, engage inner thigh. So we open, extend, come back to plank. So knee to elbow, always lead by taking the knee to the elbow. Twist, extend. One more. Oh, not an easy one. Good job. Whew. Catch your breath. Quite a bit of work in that. Chest, shoulder stability, lots of core engagement. And as you can tell, a bit of cardiovascular work as well. So when you're ready, up onto the feet, backward stepping lunges. Just take these at your own pace. Twist across the diagonal. Yeah. Focus on your breathing. Good job. Get the blood moving through the entire body. Good, 15 seconds. This will whip you into shape no time at all, trust me. Good, almost there. Last one. Oh, good job. All right, hit the floor. Bicycle crunch. Extend out through the legs. And so if you do want to work a little bit harder, I don't know why you'd want to, but if you do, you can have both legs lifted slightly, and as you twist across, you've got both heels lifted. And so the knee that squeezes in does the same as it was before. The leg that stays out long, the heel is lifting up. If that's too much, like it probably is at this stage of the workout, keep the extended leg down, focus on the full range of motion, lifting all the way up, working across the diagonal. Good job. All right, 30-second breather. Bring the knees into the chest, release the lower back. Take a few breaths, let the heart rate drop. Just a little bit. Rolling up. All right, everyone. 3rd and final set, and that's workout done. So hold on for that last little bit. Let's go. All right, plank position to start. Choose your option level 1, 2, or 3. And I'll let you decide whatever it is you want to do for this last set through. That's up to you. Whatever you decide, you've got 1 minute there. And if you come back and do this workout again, which I hope you do, and you know what the variations are, you can just choose your option for either of those 3 rounds. You can start on this round if you like. Once you know what you're doing and you want to improve the strength and increase the challenge in the body, then you just add those extra options. Good, almost there. Last 15 seconds. Bring it back anytime you need to. That's the beauty of having the options. You can always take them whenever you need to. And you can hold in plank when all else fails. Whew. Like mine just did. Coming up. I actually taught this workout this morning. I'm thinking that wasn't the best idea. Let's go. Good news for you is though, each one of these workouts gets a few runs through with a bigger group of people that I teach live. So each time I record these, it's been taught quite a few times, refined a little bit, tested, ready to film. 20 seconds. That way I know you can do it. But more importantly, I know it's going to get results. Last 10 seconds, because that's one of the most important bits, right? Get the job done, get the results you want. Last one. Good job. Beautiful. All right. Last little bit. Then we stretch and we're finished. So we extend out through the legs. Almost there. Hold on. Let's go. Pivot off the elbow. Stay wide through the shoulders as we pivot across. Good, last 10 seconds. Beautiful. Oh, good job, everyone. Just lay down. Take a few deep breaths, just like you would in Shavasana. Just allow the body to switch off and let go. Take a few deep breaths. Just feel the body settle. Such a good job today. Well done. So one of the most important bits too to remember is at the end of the workout, you want to let the body know that it's time to rest and recover. And so just bring both knees into the chest. Quite often it's really neglected in the fitness arena, is training at a high intensity, but then not taking the balancing recovery time, which I find quite important. So from here, what you do is keep your right leg in, extend the left leg out. You're going to take a spinal twist. So take a breath in to prepare, and as you exhale, take your right knee over to the left. Shuffle the left hip in a little bit. Just take a moment to settle here. So you can use the left hand on the right knee to bring that down. Just get this really nice restorative stretch into the lower back, especially after all that core work. You can just look in any direction. So I like to look up. So you just maintain a neutral alignment. And then with your right arm, what you can do is take the hands down and just start to walk the fingertips up a little bit. So you get this nice stretch across the front of the chest and shoulder as well. So we're going to take a good 30 to 45 seconds here and just focusing on deep breath, and just notice as you focus on a slower exhale how the body starts to calm down. So what we're really doing here is wanting to encourage the body to begin recovery, calming the nervous system, and starting to release into the fascia and connective tissue. Just take one more breath. And then when you're ready, slowly come back to the center. Good job. Bring both knees into the chest again. And so from here, this time, keep your left knee in, extend the right leg out. Take a breath in, and then as you exhale, twist across the body, shuffle the hip in a little bit if you need to, and keep the hand on the outside of the thigh to keep the knee down. Then take your left arm out to the side, and you can look in either direction. You can look away from the opposite arm. You can look up or look in the same direction. The same thing, take the thumb and the fingertips down. And so you open into the chest, shoulder, and maybe into the bicep a little bit as well. And you settle here with the breath. You might even like to close the eyes down. And just let the body know that the workout's done. It's time to begin this process of recovery and regeneration in the body. And so what a lot of us forget is that we recover at rest. And so priming the body to rest effectively is obviously the best way to recover. The better you recover, the better results you get from the workout. Come back to the center. Bring both knees into the chest. And so you can either roll over to the side or gently roll yourselves up. Spin the legs around to the side. And we're going to take puppy pose for about a minute. And so what I'm going to do is have the hips above the knees. Extend the arms out forward and then bring the forehead down to rest on the mat. And so different to child's pose, this one here we want to focus on this stretch into chest and shoulders. And so toes tucked under. And then from here what you want to start to do is think about breathing into the upper ribs. And so think like a balloon, right? So as you blow a balloon up, you create the expansion by breathing in. And then just relaxing into the exhale. You're going to take about 10 deep breaths here. Just feel the front of the chest and shoulders soften as you continue to breathe. You might even start to stretch out a little bit further. You might even gently start to look forward and rest the chin down. It's whatever's best for you. Take another 3 breaths. And then when you're ready, slowly drop the chin back down if you have the chin tucked. Slowly walk the hands in, sitting up onto the heels. Bring the hands around behind. Sit on the heels, tuck the toes under, and then reach the hands down behind, drop the shoulders down. Create that space across the front of the chest, the width across the sternum bone. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Good job. Shake out the arms. Loosen up. Shake the wrists out. They got a bit of work today as well, so loosen those up. Good job. Thanks for joining, everyone. As always, any questions, feel free to reach out on Instagram. Thanks for joining today, and I look forward to seeing you next time.